everyone, today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the Dreo 4-liter Smart Humidifier. Dreo did send me this product, but any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this product or you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. Here's a look at the retail box and packaging. You can find their support information on the side. We have basically the same image from the front, some additional product model information, and then we're back to the front. Let's go ahead, let's open it up and see what's inside. Here are all the contents. First up, we have our product literature consisting of a full user guide and manual, a quick start guide, and a cleaning guide. We also have 2 aroma pads in here and a cleaning tool, followed by the humidifier itself. Let's take a look at this in more detail. Starting at the top, we have our 15-degree adjustable nozzle. This is removable, so the lid comes right off, revealing our internal water tank. We have our max indicator line right there, Dreo logo and branding front and center. See it from all different sides and angles. Here's a look with the water tank removed. Warning information, customer contact info. This just goes right back on like that. Now we'll look at it from the very front. We got multiple control buttons and our display. Here's that side profile and the other side. We'll flip it around to the very back, where you'll notice we have our essential oil spot right there. And there's an aroma pad already installed. That just pops in and pops out. Really responsive, I like that. And then we'll flip it over to the very bottom. We have some additional product info for you to see here. 4 grip feet. So very simple and straightforward. Now let's get this set up. All right, everything's set up. We got it plugged in. We got water in the tank. Now let's power it on and go over the controls. So first up, you'll notice on the display, it's going to show you the current readout of the humidity in your room. So we're at 60% here. And below the power button, we have our basically volume adjustment, 1, 2, or 3 for the humidifier. Then we have our ambient light, so we can toggle that basically on or off. And we have 2 different brightness settings, and then it goes off. That will change. I wanted to make sure I get the colors correctly for you. Yellow is humidity levels 30% and below. Green is 31 to 60%, and blue is greater than 61% and above. So 61 and above, that's blue. I think that's what we're showing here. We're right at the cutoff. So if it goes to 61, that'll change to blue. Green's where you want to be. So now it's blue, it's at 61. You get the idea. But that's cool that we have that color-coded light for us to know, just visually looking at it. And then we have our auto setting here that we can also use for Wi-Fi as well. If you want to pair this and use the Dreo app, you got to hold that down for Wi-Fi. So very simple and basic controls right on our humidifier. You can also use the Dreo app to control your humidifier, so we'll look at that right now. So first up within our humidifier settings, we have this timer option here. Basically, you have a 12-hour timer to turn it on or off. Next, you'll see we're currently in sleep mode, but we can go to auto or manual mode. Pick and choose which one you want. That walks you through what happens during sleep mode. Basically, you set your target, and it goes into that auto mode for the target that you set and turns off any sort of beeping and lights. And then if you activate something else, so if we just push that, then it will go back to whatever mode. It will exit sleep mode automatically. But we can pick and choose auto or manual. And for manual, we have different mist level options. You can choose your targets, right? So you can customize auto that way. Very cool. Everything's color-coded too. Here's our ambient light. Toggle that on or off right there within the app. We have our display on or off, panel sounds on or off. Look at how responsive everything is too. Here's our ambient light settings. We can actually customize this if we want to change it from what they have. So you can set that up to your own preference and liking. But very customizable here. Then we'll go further back out in our settings. We can turn it on or off. Super fast. We can view our 24-hour and 30-day humidity report. We have schedule, so we can set a schedule. Do you want it to turn off at a certain time? Which days of the week? You can customize that. Choose the hour and the minute. Do you want to turn on? Hour, minute. Or do you want to set a specific period? You get the idea. You can put it on your own schedule and activate it that way. Cleaning reminders as well. You got 100 hours, so you need to clean it. maintenance tips and tricks here, troubleshooting with videos, with their customer support info, all of that. And then lastly, we have our settings here. So we can rename it, we can share the device, view our Wi-Fi and network info, user manual, and then we have third-party voice control. If you want to activate Amazon or Google, you can do that right here within the Dreo app. So tons of customization options right here at your fingertips. It definitely dives deeper into the settings than you get with just the simple 4-button control panel. With our humidifier in action, I wanted to show you the adjustments that you can make at the top. Basically, you can have it go center, left, or right. So you have 3 positions you can adjust for that 15-degree movement at the top. I really like that. I think that's really clever, and I'm glad we have some flexibility to move this around. And for those of you wondering how loud this is, it's very, very quiet, but don't just take my word for it. Let's look at our decibel meter here, and we'll see how loud it is on each of the different settings. But right now, you'd hear ambient noise in the room before you'd hear anything from this unit. So at its lowest volume and setting here, we peaked at 36.6 decibels. Setting 2 is really no different here. We peaked at 38.8 decibels. And for setting 3, we peaked at 41.4 decibels. Honestly, you definitely hear it a little bit more on 3 versus 1, but very, very faint. Not too loud at all. Very peaceful and soothing, if you ask me. So overall, just a very simple and straightforward smart humidifier. You have more controls and customization at your fingertips on your phone than you do with the control panel, but the basics that they give us here are good enough for most people. I like having the built-in light. I actually wish we had even more light options, that it could get even brighter, but really, really cool nonetheless that we do have that nice nightlight feel for this if you want to have that light on. But if you don't, you can turn it off just like the display. So a great display. Love seeing the real-time indicator of our humidity level. And I like that we have this adjustment up at the top. Don't forget, you can use this as a diffuser if you want as well. So it's very versatile for what it is.